Nell, thanks for popping in. This is day 4 of a 31-day sprint, I guess, that I'm doing. Facebook Live, now YouTube Live also. I'm trying to keep this to 5 minutes just to share some thoughts, questions, and ideas around women's life post-career and some of the challenges and fun that we are experiencing. We're starting out with the 5 biggest losses that women can face after they leave their career. Yesterday, we talked about the first one, which is loss of identity, like who are you anymore? Today, we're going to be talking about fulfillment and purpose. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about community, belonging. Sunday is going to be self-confidence. The invisibility of it all. And then on Monday, we're going to wrap it up with the loss of motivation and the loss of your mojo. So today on fulfillment, what I'd like to start with is so much of this is subjective, right? And so much of what we see other people experiencing influences what we think we should be experiencing. So it requires a lot more thought than I anticipate. I never really thought about it, candidly. So I went and got 3-4 definitions of fulfillment. What is fulfillment? And it's everything from a feeling to a way of living to a way of being. So you really have to define for yourself what fulfillment is, right? So, and I'll share these 3 definitions and I'll put them in the chat here so you can go back and reflect on them if you'd like. But a feeling of satisfaction that you get from doing or achieving something, a feeling you have, especially something useful, doing something useful. So a feeling from doing something that you get from doing something. The next one is living a life with integrity towards ourselves and one that's consistent with our values. So there's living, a way of being. The next one is being perfectly alive. What does that mean to you? Filled with purpose and satisfaction. Again, there's satisfaction. Involving vision and requiring intensive alignment. So what is your vision? What does satisfy you with a feeling of fulfillment? And then living according to what truly matters to you. What truly matters to you? Do you know? Can you be specific and enunciate? And it reflects the real, authentic you. And therein lies the challenge that I and so many of us can have, is after so long molding ourselves into what we need to be successful, losing touch with what is that authentic self. Right. So this is more than just a minute that it takes to figure this out. Yesterday, I shared a link to a worksheet that helped me start to kind of dig through and peel the onion and get down to that place that I hadn't gotten down to in quite a long time. And I'll put the link here if that would be of help to any of you as well. And the other thing is, I don't think that once we find fulfillment that that's it, right? It's an ebb and a flow. It's a dance that we have. We're fulfilled and then life happens. And then, we've got to reanalyze our life and values and things and make adjustment and move forward. So I think it's not good to think that once you find something that will fulfill you, you're done. So in the meantime, this is not a quick process. It's simple, maybe simple, but it's not easy and it's not fast. So what can you do right now to make yourself feel better if you're feeling like you're in a ditch and you just, you're feeling bad and you want to start feeling better immediately? Real simple things that really will help. Sounds like it doesn't have anything to do with it, but it really will help. The first thing is to put some structure back into your day. When I left work, I did not want to have to set the alarm. I didn't want to have to go to bed at a certain time because I didn't want to have to get up at a certain time. I didn't want to have to do anything I didn't want to do. But after a while, it really felt untethered. I felt out of touch with myself and the world. So put some structure back in. Go to bed at a specific time, get up at a specific time. Eat breakfast at a specific time. I've got a little Pablo, my little dog, so he helps me because sometimes I don't want to. I'm in a bad mood. I'm lacking motivation. But it does help. It really helps. It starts to put the locus of control back inside of you as opposed to being out of control. Right. The other thing is to start to declutter, pick up after yourself a little bit. I don't know about you, but I got into, I didn't want to have to do anything I didn't want to do. And if I didn't want to pick up my jeans off the floor, I didn't. And after a while, the kitchen counter and the top of the dining room table, the mail, just dropping things where they lay, putting the dishes in the dishwasher. And it sounds really minor, but it really will help you. And it's not so much of being able to look at the kitchen counter and having it be positive and having that give you fulfillment. It's really the reverse of not seeing the clutter and having it be more of a calming sense and not having that clutter there. It really will help. So that's it on fulfillment and purpose. You've got what you can do to help yourself going forward in the future and what you can do right now to make yourself feel better and take back a little bit of the control. And again, I'll put these things in the chat. If you have any questions or comments or feedback, that's great. Leave a comment. And I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we are talking about the loss of community and belonging and some of the things that we can do to help ourselves along those lines. Thanks for joining.